We kept talking about variables being placeholders. That is, in place of variables, you can have other numbers coming in and so on and so forth. So that is known as substitution. When actually, in actuality, x minus 2, in place of x, you have 6. That act of replacing x with 6 is substitution. So x minus 2, I am substituting sub x is equal to 6. So basically what I'm doing is I am mentally erasing x. In place of x, I'm writing 6. We write equal to sign and we have 4 as the answer. Okay. So this has to be very clear. That is, in place of whatever the variable is, you're going to erase that and write the number. As simple as that. Now let's have a look. But why does this work? Why does this work? So this has to go back to the fact that variables are nothing but placeholders. They're there only for till the matter of time that a number comes in. For example, let's have a look at this. So we have x plus 10, right? In place of x, right? I'm moving away the x. So x used to be in that space. In that space, there's nothing as of now. I'm getting in 7. So I'm substituting 7 in place of x. And then the answer. Again, the same expression. So remember, x is a placeholder. So that space is occupied by x. It can always get displaced, giving space for any number, even negative numbers as well. And this simplifies to 7. So it's not only, integers, that is negative and positive numbers, but even fractions can be substituted, even decimals can be substituted. So it's not only for one variable, it's so for even two variables. And remember, the variables can have different numbers coming in. It need not be the same number. For example, over here, there's a 4 coming in. For y, it is 3. So for x, it's a different number being substituted. For y, it is a different number being substituted. So that's why x and y are said to be unlike terms. So you can't simplify them. You can't add them, subtract them unless you know the exact value. Same funda, x and y can be substituted with positive or negative numbers. Like here it's minus 5 and y, you can see that it's some other number. That's why x and y are not the same. Right? And so on and so forth. So let me replay the entire thing one last time. So variables are placeholders, and in place of variables, we are putting in numbers. Right? And so on and so forth. So you can have anything being replacing the variables. So one more question, x plus 5, right? I'll write x plus 5. And I'm going to write what is that I'm substituting. These are habits that you need to sub x is equal to say 10. I have written 3 over there. Let me write 3 itself. So you need to write this way. And in place of x, so is equal to x plus 5. So in my head, I will be erasing x, and in place of that, I'm going to write 3. And this is equal to 8. So let me take up one more example. So x minus 10, substitute x is equal to say 21. So in place of x, I imagine 21 minus 10. So you need not write, I kept writing x and then erasing. That is to make you guys get a feel of substitution. Okay, so you need not do that in your exam. So there are a lot more questions that I have planned for you guys, substituting positive value and substituting negative value. So we are doing this. We keep substituting positive values everywhere. We have different expressions. And we also have negative numbers. So we'll practice all of this in the next set of videos. So for now, what we just learned was substitution. Substitution means putting numbers where letters are. That's it. And I want you guys to get used to the act of writing substitution, like sub x is equal to whatever you are substituting, you need to write that. And then in that place, write the number and simplify. Use your board mass. So by default, board mass is used everywhere. Okay, so that will not go away. Everything is used.